Alrighty, we are back. Sorry for the duct tapes. I tried my best to set up a browser source for the clip on YouTube, but for some reason it started playing it before I could set up the actual video, and it just wasn't working. Sorry, you need to set it up in advance, otherwise it's just not working. Look at that. Space Marine is saying, and still, try to speak English. Like I said, don't piss off the guy with the microphone. Alright. Alright, let's go. Everyone's ready. We shall get in there. Alrighty then, episode 5. Welcome everyone to the final match of the Sea Duckling Open, not Proxy. I almost said Proxy Tempest, I swear. To the Sea Duckling Open number 36. This is our final match of best of 5 between these two players. One of them in the southwest of Blue Shift LE. LE of course stands for luck exhaustion. Luck exhaustion. That's when you've exhausted all your luck and that's it. Shit's just going to go breaking down all the time. Like today, you know. In the southwest of hashtag not my shift will be our green Terran. From Bloody. Give it up for Sword. It's bloody. Bloody Sword. First appearance in the tournament. And in the northeast, a previous contender for the Sea Duckling Open Championship, will be able to finalize it this time. It is our yellow, kind of a tainted beige Terran from Forge Force Gaming. It is Space Marine. Was actually playing Space Marines today after playing a very cheesy Protoss and some Zerg in the past. Finally I think he played Zerg, not sure. Finally have him playing Terran today. Seems to be going pretty well for him. There we go. Oh, it's a okay, so it's a proxy factory. It's probably just Cyclones. Please don't proxy tank. Please. Right. Ooh. Sword taking the path that's going to miss the proxy location. Remember, this is Catalyst switch turned 90 degrees sideways. So only the middle is a bit different. No bases in the middle in the low ground, and some weird stuff with the rocks and the reeds there. But basically, it's catalyst. So the expansion is going to be down the side over there. We do see a scout of the proxy, but yeah, the factory is finished this time. Cyclone is going to come out, which is going to kick the butts of these Reapers. Actually manages to sneak in with these Reapers. Ooh, they could get cornered here. It's a bit dangerous. But there's the Cyclone. Oh, Space Marine got a factory at home as well, so that was a double Cyclone. Yeah, I was wondering where the other Cyclone came from. But only one of them is proxied. The bunker is not going to go up. Sword is trying to go around this and do some damage on Space Marine's base, but it's not. I'm not sure it's going to do a lot there. Definitely not going to do as much as this force. That's already 9 SCVs dead. one Cyclone being very helpful, but it can't really stand up to these two Cyclones. Not even... and definitely not to 3 Cyclones. 4 Cyclones, actually. How many does it? Yeah, well, 4. So 4 Cyclones against 1. And yeah, even with the repair and the lack of repair for Space Marine, this is just going to do a lot of damage. More SCVs dead. One Cyclone coming out at the last second. Going to help Sword hold this. And actually not doing as much damage. Now Space Marine brings in the SCV to repair. This should have been here earlier. This could have done a lot more damage. Still, I like this for Space Marine. Took the initiative there. This base is still under threat. I'm going to be killing a lot of SCVs here. Yeah, Sword is going to find it very difficult to defend this. Okay, it does get the SCV, which is repairing Space Marines, Cyclones, but yeah, it's gonna be nasty. Sword Cyclone is taken down, the Marines are dead, this is just SCVs. More Marines coming in, but they are going to get taken down as well. Yeah, it's 11 more workers. Even the mules are deaded. And the fresh new SCV didn't even get to mine minerals once. Orbital commands gets floated up, so the Cyclones can't really get to it. Not really do a big lot of damage. That's one. What's that an SCV? Killing the Cyclone. I think it was. GG's called. Space Marine with a very quick first point on the board here. Very nicely done. Very cheeky start. Alright. Remember, this is a best of 5 final, so we are bound to see a lot of the maps in the map pool. Asset planned. Alright. Yeah, now Space Marine already showing some cheekiness at the beginning. Getting that cheesy point on the board. It's already declared that he's going to be cheesing a lot. And he has done so far. Not in every game, but he was definitely aggressive. Let's see if everyone's ready. Should get set up. Our next map is Asset Plant. Nice, well-known, well-trodden map. Let's go. Alright everyone, welcome back to Asset Plant, LE. Haven't been here in a while. LE of course stands for liability evasion. Liability evasion. That's when you're liable for something and someone is pointing fingers and you're like, let's try to evade being liable for this. It's a very typical, you know, business practice. Liability evasion. It's like tax evasion, but with liability. In the southeast, representing Bloody, it is our green Terran. Give it up for Sword. And in the northwest, going for that cheeky pretend proxy again, is our orange Terran. Give it up for Space Marine. From Forged Force Gaming, of course. Look at that, he's being cheeky. Setting up the barracks outside. Now, Sword should probably scout that. Especially if he comes in with a Reaper. Usually try and swoop in that corner. I mean, it worked against the Protoss because the Protoss will usually send a probe out to scout, and the probe will move in a path that doesn't let you see it. But against the Terran, I don't think it's as viable. Terrans will usually wait until they have a Reaper to scout, and that's a little more mobile there. No. Space Marine says the Reaper comes out. Reaper is going to kill that SCP. Space Marine's own Reaper is waiting at home to try to intercept that. Oh, and it's a proxy factory as well. Pretend for... I'm wondering if this is a little bit too cheeky. Because now you have barely any wall in here, which is, you know... If Sword is going for a couple of Hellions, or even one Hellion, it's going... Yeah, it does. Sword does go for some Hellions. This could be dangerous. Letting the other Terran go up the ramp. Space Marine will probably set up a supply depot there. Might not. Alright, so this should get scouted pretty easily. There we go. Like I said, once you bring in the Reapers, and it's not just a probe scout. It's not. This little trick isn't really going to work. Look at that, Reapers killing a Hellion. That is some quality work there. No, sorry, those SCVs were killing the Hellion. No. Wait, that was Space Marine's alien. Yeah, it was the Reapers killing the alien. Why am I doubting myself all the time? It's because your brain is an idiot and you have to constantly rethink everything you say and do? Because you're not sure what's actually real and what is just your dumb brain making up? Yes, thank you for that. Thank you for your contribution. Anyway, Sword is now set up to be out of the map, but these cyclones are going to be push this back very easily. One thing that this does do, other than delay this command center, it pushes these cyclones back because Space Marine wanted to be on the other side of the map with these, and instead is stuck here defending against these Reapers who got 3 more SCVs. And that, you know, puts Sword quite ahead economically. And our Green Terran does have enough to defend at home against these cyclones. With the tank and all these Marines, should be able to defend that. Ooh, getting a lot more barracks, eh? We're gonna have 5 racks versus a 1-1. Alright, now we see some more factory. Ooh, is Space Marine going mech? It's going to factories. And there we have it. Switch the barracks to this side because it couldn't build any add-ons here. And yeah, this is a push with the cyclones. Could have been powerful if it wasn't for the tank. And yeah, I like the Space Marine keeps the cyclones. You don't want to throw them all here. You can bring them back home, repair them a little bit. It'll keep Sword's pushes from actually getting in here too much. This Liberator actually got 3 more kills already. Now the cyclones are home. You can lock on and just destroy that. Still, that was a few more SCVs dead on Space Marine side of the map, and is already way behind. So that's a great way for Sword to stay ahead in this game. Now they're both pretty late on upgrades. Sword is just now getting steam. You don't have +1 started up just yet. Don't have. Ooh, we only have 1 barracks with a tech lab. Yeah, it's going to get. Come back to it later on. So no Marauders is going to be seen here. It's just going to be Marines and tanks. Yeah, overkill is funny. Okay. So... yeah, Phoenix is repairing all of these... not Phoenix. The other turn. The other Phoenix. Space Marine. Sorry, I got completely confused there for a second. Space Marine is repairing these cyclones, and Sword actually not going to even threaten that entrance. Just going to ferry these units up to the high ground, and it moves Space Marine out of position and gets some kills on the high ground as well. I'm gonna kill some of these cyclones. The main force for Sword is actually staying here. Still not moving, and... oh boy, Sword lost all the medivacs. That was a bit of a weird gamble. I mean, getting those workers was great, but this army gets annihilated. And yeah, it's bad. I mean, Sword does have the production to rebuild that army quite quickly, but that was a bit of a throw there. It still keeps Space Marine those 7 worker kills. Keeps Space Marine's economy really hurting. Because now he's trying to get a 3rd base, and he only has 41 SCVs. Sword is getting more and more, and this 3rd base is going to be threatened again. And Sword has the much higher army supply, but I mean, I don't want to run into these tanks though. Yeah. Alright. Just stem up the ramp. Running right into the tanks. Nice stutter step. But that's a lot of the Eternal Army dead. Just enough to actually do damage here. I think that, yeah. I think this Viking is going to go down. Sword with a nice, nicely calculated move here. Jumping with just about enough. Well, the workers are pulled, and it's a bit of a desperate move by Space Marine. It does clean enough of this army to push it back, but there's more coming in. It's just marching across the map. Some extra tanks with it as well. This orbital command is in dire straits. These Hellions not going to be really doing the job, and it looks like Sword will be equalizing the series into a sideways 1-1. There we go. GG's called. Nicely done. Right, so let's see what our next map is going to be. Cerulean Fall. Carbuncle Autumn. Actually, what is cerulean is a color, right? I should know that. You know, being a designer and all, I probably know these things. Okay, so it's a kind of blue apparently, cerulean. That's, I suspected that, but I wasn't sure. These colors, they're kind of, let's call it a kind of blue. See if everyone's ready. Everyone's ready? Oh, let's go. Alrighty then. Welcome back to Cerulean Fall LE. LE of course stands for lateral extradition. Lateral extradition. That's when you extradite prisoners, but you do it like laterally. I have no idea what that means. In the southwest, Currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 5 final for today. You've seen him here before. He's been on this in this race in the past and didn't quite make it. Will he make it today? From Forge Force Gaming, give it up for our Orange Terran. It is Space Marine. And in the northeast, a new appearance in the map pool, in the player pool. Sorry. Now we need a map called Sword LE because that's how reality works. It warps itself around my shenanigans. From Bloody, give it up for our Green Terran. Currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 5 final, not semi, final, proper final. It is Sword. Still don't know what the name of that Pokemon is. Looks like Space Marine is setting up shenanigans. The factory is being built at home, so this is going to be a proxy second factory. Right. The Reaper is out for a Sword. I'm going to go in a very different way. I'm going to check this corner. Where is it going? There we have it. Hello. I'm going to get the SCV before the factory is done. Excellent stuff. It's already a good hold. See which Reaper is going to die first. Nope, they're both going to back away. Yeah, we see an SCV coming up to try and finish up that factory with the Reaper escort, and that should work in nicely. And yeah, it's going to be a Cyclone at home and a Cyclone at the proxy location, reinforcing that. It's going to be a nice heavy Cyclone push for a Space Marine with a supply depot on location, just in case you need supplies right here. All your cigarettes and bubblegum and whatever Marines chew. Chew tobacco, probably, those disgusting people. They're kind of filthy. Yeah, and I like the SCV pool. It's going to be really helpful repairing the Cyclones. With some more Reapers coming in and more Cyclones on the way. There's some for Sword to defend. Space Marine already losing one Cyclone. That's pretty bad, but the other one is in. Oh, get that Cyclone! Oh, so close to death. Oof, Space Marine losing all of his SCVs on this side of the map, though. That is dangerous. Oh boy. Oh boy. What are they gonna do now, Space Marine? It's, I mean, I know I'm not an expert. I can barely speak English, apparently. But, what are you going to do now? That's what you get for messing with the man with the microphone. Don't mess with the man with the microphone. Right. So, Space Marine isn't finished. Still staying on this side of the map with the Cyclones. Bringing an SCV to repair some stuff. Sod is going to try and poke with his own, their own Cyclone. There's not a natural base for Space Marine just yet. Going to have to stick to one base here. Oh, no, he's packing up. He's to repair the Cyclones and back away. No, he's backing forward. Okay, Cyclone meeting Cyclone at home, and this one does get shut down. Oh, he's going to use the factory for high ground vision. Try and get this bunker deaded. Don't move with the SCV first. The SCV is important. Tank is shutting this down so easily. Yeah, and I think, I mean, Space Marine is following up with Banshee Cloak, but yeah, it's supply blocked now. The supply depot will probably block him later as soon as Sword moves out. As well, this is gonna be rough. So this Banshee is going to go in. Cloak is just about to finish. There's a turret already. I don't think this is going to work very well for Space Marine. I'm going to get an SCV here. Maybe another one there. Delay the gas. Let's stay out of scan range. Get a Hellion. Oh, gotta be careful. Do we have any Vikings on Sword side? No, we do have a couple of Liberators. Ooh, and they're about to sneak into Space Marine's base. There's a turret here to deny them, and a lot of Cyclones they lock on. Ooh. Okay, don't see the second Banshee coming out. Lock on is almost ready. Yeah, actually it is ready. So this Liberator really can't move in there. Banshee is still not finding an entrance to watch itself and do some damage. This is so ridiculous. Liberators do such shit anti-air damage. Alright, let's scan to extend the lock-on ability. The Liberator's done. Ooh, hyperflight rotors. That's the sound of a Banshee with hyperflight rotors. That's my head cannon. Jigglypuff. Was that a Jigglypuff? Isn't Jigglypuff the thing that's that looks like an egg with a? It sits inside an egg shell thingy. Maybe I'm probably confusing it. It's been a couple of decades since I last saw Pokemon. Or I've done anything with it, so yeah. Right. Banshee. Does get a few kills here. But Sword, look at this. Look at this counter. This is not going to go well for Space Marine. The hyperflight rotors, no! There it goes. There go the hyperflight rotors. There goes the orbital command. There goes everything. This is a base trade that's not a very good trade for Space Marine. Sword is getting the upper hand in every possible way. And yeah, way, like oi way. Space Marine has not rebuilt our base and is being revealed. No, this is one supply depot. Space Marine, what are you doing? That's it. It's done. There we go. And the Sword will advance in the series 2-1. Space Marine needs to win 2 in a row now. Sword on match point to win. Remember, Sword is Shigekazu on our bracket. Let's see what our next map is going to be. Alright, Fracture. Did we have Fracture? Did we use Fracture? No. Sounds like I don't have the replays right here. Right. No, this is the other series. Okay. Okay, Fracture. Good morning, Light VIP, Captain, my Captain. The hell kind of time is it to wake up? Just just returned to Australia. Our captain did. Has to readjust to a proper sleeping schedule. Right, everyone's ready, and we shall go into our fourth map of this match. Remember, Sword is on match point to win. Space Marine has to win twice. Oh yeah, Togepi is the egg thing. Right. Sorry. Like I said, it's been a couple of decades since I last saw that show. And yes, it was a show, not a video game. What was that? There we go. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Fractured and Whole. LE. LE, of course, stands for... luggage. Error. Luggage error. Which I hope Light did not suffer after his flight. Because, you know, those are really annoying. In the southeast of Fractured and Whole, LE, we found our Orange Terran, who's proxying out on the map already. And he's going to make it a quick game. Whatever happens, it is Space Marine. From Forest Forge Gaming, of course. And in the northwest, from Bloody, it is our Green Terran. And match point to win this series. Give it up for Sword. Is that a CranKy Jigglypuff? It is a CranKy Jigglypuff. Hey. Alright, so we do see a double Rex proxy with 2 Reapers coming out. Sword not quite catching that. Looking in all the wrong places. About to sit. There we go. And surprise, Reapers! Oh, it's 3 racks. That is a proper all-in here. Bunker is being set up in the main base, but gets shut down by Sword's Reaper. Yeah, this is this might go very badly for Space Marine. Reaper's jumping up. Nice body block with the SCVs there. Very nicely done. Yeah, and Sword is getting the second base here. Very cheekily. Is it? What was that? What is he shooting there? The SCV dies, but yeah, this command center should be up pretty soon. No, that's a big count of Reapers now. It's going to start to get a little dangerous. Sword has to microwave really smartly. Space Marine is running after the Reaper, but yeah, could have gotten a lot of SCV kills by then. And now the Hellion is out, and this should really push these Reapers away. I find it very difficult to kill it, especially with the SCVs repairing. And Sword should be able to finish that command center. Get a second base up and running. And Space Marine is pretty committed with this. Oh, I think... Oh, get an SCV killed here. That third barracks was delayed by a long time. Oh, he's switching for Tech Labs. Is he switching for Marauder? Concussive Marauders. Oh boy. That's a bit of an odd one. Now, Sword still doesn't have a lot to defend, but these 2 Hellions and 2 Reapers should be able to tip the scale in his favor. And yeah, Sword holds it. He who holds the sword holds the rush. Yeah, it's gonna be concussive, but might not be able to actually get them out. Yeah, Reapers are pretty good against this. Against aliens, at least. But remember, there's no healing for this army. With some good kitings from Sword... oh, actually, the Reapers are pretty much all dead. So are the Hellions. But Sword is keeping Space Marine from actually using this army to do any damage. It bought enough time for the bunker to go up. This is going to be helpful. And yeah, Space Marine is going to find it very difficult to punch through this. Even with the Cyclone, I think it's going to be... Not Alien, try to drive through, but... oh, there's not a repairing, there's not a repairing! Oh, get up here, get up here, get up here! Oh boy. Okay, without the bunker, this is starting to look really good for Space Marine. I mean, probably seems just jump on this orbital command and start doing damage, or at least cause it to float away. Right now he's satisfied with getting some more SCV kills. Remember, these are concussive shells. They slow down every unit that comes in, so you can kite them away. These SCVs just don't even connect. And yeah, Marauders just have so much more health than Marines can punch through very easily, even without any upgrades. Tank should end this, and if Space Marine doesn't realize it soon, that this is over, it might be dangerous. Yeah, if it doesn't have any high ground, if you can't get to that tank, it's just going to kill everything eventually. There we go, the Cyclone is down. I keep trying to defend the natural base. I think that was maybe a bit of a mistake, sending all of these CVs down there and the mules. But it should be cleaned out. These Marauders are pretty much all Space Marine has now. There's one Marauder. There we go. Space Marine has no army. It's oh, he's floating home. But yeah, he's a base behind. He's not even starting a second base. He's getting more Raxes. What? It's going to be a 7 Rax. What? I mean, what? I don't... what are you going to do with 7 barracks, eh? You don't have the economy to build anything. I mean, you won't be able to sustain that. Yeah, no. Okay, so the running up the ramp, getting a face full of tank shots, and yeah, Sword just needs to macro now. Easy peasy. I mean, Space Marine. I mean, what are you going to do with all these barracks? I mean, you don't have. It's going to be supply blocked just by, you know, building stuff. And this is all reactors in one tech lab, so already a wasted tech path with the Marauders. As you won't be making any of them. Just going to be Marines and tanks. Now what's the tank count? 2 for Sword and 1 for Space Marine. And he's not actually making anymore. He's going to be stuck on 1. Spent all of his money on barracks. He's never going to be able to set up that natural base. Tanks are just shit into production. Oh, they're going to get steam. There we go. Oh boy. This is so nasty. That was the only barracks with a tech lab as well. So you can't even start this up again anytime soon. Oh. Now this production is getting camped. And yeah, Space Marine is just straining for cash. Look at that sword. We got 48 SCVs. Third base being set up, just no finishing. Space Marine is stuck on one base. Did even yeah, he cancelled the second command center. It's just Marines and tanks here. And Sword can afford to trade them. Easily. Alright, Space Marine with a YOLO move down the ramp. Trying to get something done here, but... yeah, he's going to try and march across the map. Sword is already going to intercept that. Moving them right into tank range. Okay, he does clean up this attack, but... oh, there's another tank, of course. Yeah, these units are so low on health. There are no medivacs for Space Marine. This bio army is just going to disappear now. They do have the +1 weapons, but it's just... it won't be enough. Again, Sword can afford to throw all of these armies. Sword is up 61 workers to 12. Yeah. This is a pretty good position of this ramp. Outside the natural, but... can't really be here forever. I mean, Sword will eventually mass enough units to push you. And now, he moves in without being sieged. So all of these Marines are dead. Yeah. Space Marine basically has 3 tanks and 5 Marines now. That's it. Oh boy. Yeah. This is pretty much over. I mean, the Space Marine is trying to squeeze out of it, but there's just no way he's coming back. Look at that, Sword is getting a 4th base. You're still stuck on 1 base and it's already so mined out. Look at this. It's just got no income. I'm just sitting here with my my palm on my face going, oh. This is so bad. It's going to take some miracle engagements for Space Marine to actually win this. I mean, and so far Sword is actually playing pretty well into that hand. Keep throwing armies, but like I said, Sword can afford it. And eventually Space Marine is going to go up against Sword's defender's advantage. And Sword is going to stop throwing units one at a time. And just mass up and defend this. He just needs to hold this once. Space Marine has to kill 3 bases just to be on the same economy here. Yeah, there's some SCVs killed here because they have been pooled, so there's no income for Space Marine. There we go. Oh, Sword is actually dropping in Space Marine's main and killing the killing that main base. That's it. No base. Space Marine now has 2 tanks, 5 Marines. Can probably make 1 more Marine from somewhere if he has a barracks, but that's it. There we go, GG. And Sword is our new Sea Duckling Open champion. For the Sea Duckling Open, the number 36. We have another Royal Voter for our champion pool. So congratulations on that. And valiant effort by Space Marine. Second runner-up medal here. Not to be sneezed at all. With some fun cheeky builds we saw. Very well done. Very well done. Alright. Right. What time is it? Alright, so we've been up for 3 hours. Not bad. Not bad. Right. So that'll be all from us for today. And I'd like to remind you that I haven't reminded you all day that the signups for next week's Sea Duckling Open are up and running, so go ahead and check them out. Sea Duckling Open, the number 36. Links are in chat. Go ahead and check that. Thank you to Kuro, who's been our admin for today, and Light VIP for not for adminning, but for at least supplying the prize money. The prize, the cash for the prize, which will be something, an announcer pack or something of Sold's choosing. Yeah, that'll be all from us for today. Thank you for watching. It's been a CranKy lovely time. A proper CranKy production today. I hope you at least had fun with that. Yeah, and we'll see you next week for some more Sea Duckling Open with us, the CranKy Ducklings. That's us. Check our Discord as well, because you know, check it. And bye.